afternoon. Cully Banks with me in commentary. All on the line in this one.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. This has been a really competitive division, Scott. I was out the back earlier this morning when the Cobras defeated the Hornets in their quarter-final 9-6, and it was a very, very entertaining game, and they've been one of the form sides of the competition. And the Cyclones, the Bulls, as usual, working their way through the competition. Whichever division, whatever age, they're always strong, aren't they? And they've quietly been working their way through the draw. And, very, very difficult to pick a winner here, Scott.
Yeah, the Bulls making their way through to the semi-final with a 5-2 win over the Sunshine Coast this morning in their quarter-final. Brisbane still undefeated throughout the tournament, and they finished the regular competition 6 wins without a loss to their name for the Bulls, 5 wins and only the 1 loss. So a couple of heavyweights making their way through to the semi-final. Brisbane, after getting a repeat set, can't capitalise. Ball hits the ground, so good job from Central Queensland to recover after giving away that repeat set. And now it's the first set of 6 for them with ball in hand. Finding it a little tough. Brisbane players are getting caught offside. That'll help the Central Queensland Bulls as they look to skip over the halfway line. They do that now. 5th and final touch for them. Nice ball out the back. Nice read as well coming in from the right-hand side of the wing position to shut that play down. Not a bad place for the Cobras to start their set of 6.
Yeah, no. They truck it over to their sideline, and this is nice, clean ball coming up to the third touch. They'll get an extra one with this latch, and they've been running the fly a lot in their games, and here we go as we speak. They were shaping to run that then, but they've gone back middle.
Richardson picks up looping ball over the top and space. Brisbane have scored first, and it was a great set. He called it perfectly, Carly, just the way they transitioned onto the field, and they finished it off nicely. Yeah,
fantastic piece of play. And Charlotte Richardson, she's a very much improved player, and she's done really well out of here. And a little left to right long ball, she spots the numbers and gets it safely into the hands of her winger, who finishes off beautifully in the corner there for an early 1-0 lead to the Brisbane Cobras.
Ooh, a little bit of miscommunication straight from the tap-off here from CQ. Might be some early jitters in the semi-final. Looking to pop out straight away from the tap. I didn't know that play was on. Brisbane back in possession. Straight over the halfway line already. There's Richardson again. She'll take a breather in the interchange areas. Replacement players come on the field.
Yeah, and Cobras have started this game with full of intent, haven't they, Scott? They're looking really sharp here, and they're looking for this dump on this 7-metre line.
They get it now. Salio. Nice out ball. Nice take. And good cover defence coming across to make the touch. Ellie Goodwin closing that play down for the Bulls.
Yeah, comfortable touch there for CQ, but they really have to, get things sorted with their first couple of touches. A little bit of hesitation. It's very hard to get you, and that's a forward pass. Yeah, really, really tough to get yourself going if you've had a couple of clunky sets. So I'm sure down here in this CQ coaching box, it's a wealth of experience with Damon Moore and Damien Kelso running the show down there. So they'll get the girls together and get them to settle down and, try and diffuse this situation from Cobras and then hopefully get out of their own end a little bit better.
As Audrey Rayfield comes back and will play it on the 7-metre line. No options early in the set for Brisbane so far. Salio plays it. Has a look up the defensive line. Nice little short ball off the hip. Good defence again. That's back-to-back efforts there from Ellie Goodwin, closing the play down for the Bulls. She's in good form early on the wing defence.
And that's a better release now from the Bulls as they head down the sideline with Goodwin.
Here she goes again this time. She's kicking away from the Brisbane defence to cover. They don't get there in time. But what an amazing couple of minutes this young girl has had. Ellie Goodwin coming up with big defensive plays, little bit of space. Looked like she was covered and just kicked away.
Oh, she is the complete player there. What a great effort from a winger. I bet her teammates will be full of appreciations. The high fives are flowing thick and fast down here in the sub-box for her. What a fantastic effort for her team to level us up at 1-1.
Well, 3 Cobras defenders there to try and make the touch, but as soon as she just got a little bit of clear space, you can see the reverse angle here. Down the sideline as well, not much room to move, and at this point, she was gone. What a try for the Bulls to level up the scoring. Just a little bit of spark, but it came off again. It was a better start to the set, like you made mention, as Brisbane. Now they've got nice running, nice left to right out in front. Good cover defence coming across. Hogarth making the touch for the Bulls.
Yeah, really nice long ball there from Millicent Watson, but the Bulls' defence was up to the task.
So can they transition in good fashion like they did on their previous set? Brisbane up and about, probably just
a little bit too much wee picks there, but that's okay. It's early exchanges, and the Bulls player popped up to her feet nicely and got back, so no harm, no foul. We'll play on.
A bit flat-footed. Now CQ, someone's going to have to do the hard work here and get them going forward. Barnes, nice little show and go. Roll towards the halfway line into Brisbane territory now. Fifth and final touch. Barnes picks it up. Nice ball
nice
out.
spot in the numbers.
And almost slipping away. It's Josie Wogan. That was good. Nice identification of the defence there. They did see some space on the left and almost slipping through.
Yeah, nice defence, though, from Matilda Rogers to snuff out that little attacking foray there from the Bulls. And we're ebbing and flowing here, Scotty, and it's just early days yet, and it's good to see the girls just working away for their opportunities. And I really like this age group because they're still playing some really eyes up, really good old school footy. And so I love seeing what the coaches come up with for them, and the players themselves just playing what's in front of them.
Brisbane picking up and going across the face, pretty comfortable in defence. There from the Bulls. Brooke Hill making the final touch.
Yeah, lucky not to be penalised for throwing the ball away there on that occasion. So that's, I think a little word of caution there from the refs. So, hopefully the players will tidy that up.
Central Queensland, nice ball. Space again down the right-hand side this time. They just get across there in cover to make the touch on Hannah McCronin. Yeah,
really nice rucking set there from the Bulls, and they've done that on a number of occasions. They're just picking up that extra pass with the winger. She's making herself available, and that's really, really good footy.
And good footy from Brisbane as well to get possession back. Rayfield making the final touch. And Cobras down their right-hand side of the field.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the way that the Cobras have played this tournament. Jenna Rousel, their coach over there, captain of the Southern Storm Premier League women's team, she's done a fantastic job with the girls. I ran into her the other day and complimented her on how well the girls were playing, and she said that they're an absolute pleasure to coach. So, yeah, really nice to see everyone having a great experience here at the National Youth Championships.
The attack down the right-hand side. It was a nice lead-up play coming in to the 7. We're a couple of metres out from the try line, but still had an opportunity to get it out to the right-hand side. CQ Bulls, it's been a bit familiar for them coming out of their end.
Yeah, they are really, really good when they're bringing the ball towards their box, and they're just playing eyes up and they're looking for the extras. And if you're over in that Cobras box, you're trying to find a way of basically trying to press, two players at once so that they don't get away with those extra check-offs, because it's creating great momentum, isn't it, coming into that latch, and then they're setting for their middle strike, and away they go.
So they've at least rolled downfield, the Bulls. Pretty good set for them. They're going to turn attack into defence now and try and stop this running game here of the Cobras, particularly at this area of the field. They've rolled downfield pretty well so far in the first half. Here they come around the back. Blade pops out. Richardson puts on the brakes, comes back to Blade. Nice little combination here in the middle for Brisbane. Now, link ball. Has the touch been made? Yes. No, I think she might have said to the referee. Had a little bit of an air swing there. Brisbane get their second try. Good sportsmanship there from the Bulls.
I was just going to say, yeah, fantastic piece of play. And Richardson, she was shaping again. She's been the architect for them early on in this game, and not usually renowned as a ball player. So it's an area of her game that she's worked on really, really well. And she looked up and she hit that link space, and fantastic gap hit there from the number 7, Alia Walker, who did the rest for them. And as we said, great call from the CQ Bulls and great honesty there. And you'll love seeing that, especially on finals day, Scotty.
Sandilands from half receives it back. A looping ball over the top, just doesn't come out of the hands cleanly. Referees will call this one forward. And the second semi-final also taking place. South Queensland Sharks against the North Queensland Cyclones. You'll see the grand final here in the 16 girls a little later on this afternoon, 1:30 local time on KO Sport and Sky Sport. Brisbane. Nice work from Rayfield. Took it right to the line. Nice little extra ball to Nasalio. Here's Rayfield again on the last touch. Throws it out in front. Both teams just happy to let the football hit the grass.
Yeah, and after a pretty frenetic start to the game, both teams seem to be settling down a little bit here, Scotty, and there's that extra pass again. And it's been so good for the Bulls in the early stages of the game. Unfortunately, they stepped out in playing that ball there. So, this might be the chance that Cobras need just to consolidate themselves, get down the other end, and perhaps skip out to the biggest margin in the game so far.
Yeah, they found benefit going down their right-hand side of the field, but have been flirting with the sideline on each occasion. It was just an inch too far on that previous play, putting a foot on the chalk before the ball was down on the ground.
It's Richardson again.
Here she is and pops out. Watson, now they put it through the hands out to the right-hand side. Nice ball movement here from Brisbane. And didn't realise that they still had one more touch to come. So they're going to have to chance their hand. Nice footwork, Richardson. Oh, wow. That was pretty... it was Watson, my apologies, in the number 4.
She's a very agile player, isn't she, Watson? And, showed, her stellar footwork there in a little space. But, she's one to watch for the rest of the game, Scott.
Nice little kick out from Malone. Just picks up some extra valuable metres here for the Bulls. Last touch. Oh, it looked like they were up and out of the line nice and early there, Brisbane. The Bulls had a little look up.
Yeah, just ask the question politely.
The Cobras through the hands as Johnson plays it. And they switch replacement players. We've got to be careful. We don't want to run behind your own players. That can happen on that part of the field where you've got players going off and replacement players coming on. Here's Rayfield. Blade steadying the ship. And have one final touch to come. The Brisbane team. Rayfield again, they get good contact. Just slow things down. This might be the last one. Now Rayfield trying to skip away on the outside, and again, well, it's been in 2 occasions now for the Bulls. It looks like defensively they're there to make the touch, but they're just that little centimetre away from stopping the try from happening. Yeah,
and a fantastic individual try there to Audrey Rayfield. She's again a very much improved player. Saw her play earlier this year in the Med East schools team that won the under 18 girls championships, and she's a really hard-working player, and nice to see her get a try for herself there on such a big occasion.
So 2-try margin now to the Brisbane Cobras as the Bulls try a lovely ball out to the right-hand side of the field. Another try to Ellie Goodwin. And they needed that nice response and just brings the margin back down to 1.
Yeah, and fantastic response from the Bulls. Nice and composed, giving themselves, every chance in this game. And, this game has a lot of touchdowns left in it, doesn't it, Scotty? And there's, a fantastic effort there from the number 7, Brooke Hill, who just summed it up nicely and then ripped that nice little left to right ball for Goodwin to extend another try on her list. I wonder if she's getting any closer to Hayden Matters in the Bristol leading try scorer.
Well, if she's not quite, she's coming for him. A couple of early tries already. Both tries here for the CQ Bulls. Brisbane now. Nasalio sends it out. Well covered on the left-hand side. Nice work there from the Bulls. They should. It's another one where Brisbane have flirted with giving the ball back to the mark. Referee just having a quick chat. I think they'll tidy that up now. They've been warned. Good metres. That was Hanson. Pops back up to her feet now. It's Kayla Vella. A bit of confusion out on the field. I think we've got a Brisbane player who might be injured.
Oh.
They play on, and she doesn't look like she's in a good way. I think the referee will pull it up now.
I think he needs to... Yep, they've seen it now.
I think she might have gotten a bit of a shot to the throat, potentially. Yes. Looked like she was struggling to breathe at Isabella Nasalio on screen there. Just getting the oxygen back into the lungs. Never nice, isn't it?
No, that one's a...
Copped an accidental shot.
Nice, not...
Yeah. From time to time. So she's in the very capable hands of the Brisbane medical staff. They've got their replacement player back on. Referee signals time back on.
Yeah, hopefully she's okay. We'll get a bit of an update soon, hey, Scotty?
Last touch here for the Bulls. I don't think they know what the touch count is, and that can happen sometimes when there's a little bit of a stoppage in play.
Yeah,
so you just got to check with the referee where you're up to.
It can definitely rattle you a little bit, and just see that. And so both teams, it's an interesting little junction now with about 4.5 minutes left in the half. Really, really important here that both teams look to try and find a chink in the armour close to half time, because it could be a very significant play if either team can kick out and get a try now.
Here goes Rayfield, the try scorer for Brisbane. Can't skip away from the Bulls' defence this time. Malone making the touch. And here she goes, rolling it forward for the Bulls. Oh, there's a little bobble in the play ball. You really got to be on the job there. When you first thought, it's probably like, I need to get it over to the box. I need to get a breather. The first job first is just to make sure that ball's down on the deck nice and clean.
Yep, 100%.
Big opportunity. Just over 4 minutes left before the halftime break. Brisbane down the short side, attacking the line. Touches made on Ella Denny.
Yeah, really nice piece of play. That's a touch that had to be made, and CQ Bulls handled that one really nicely.
Rayfield again goes short to Blade.
Ooh, dropped the lollies over the line there. That could have been very interesting if she'd been able to take that one, Scotty.
Referee signalling it was ball down. Bulls are just about to say they've got to be really careful. That's a couple of sets in a row now. Again, angling their body towards the interchange area. They've got to square up those roll balls.
And just as well, Damien Kelso and Damon Moore don't have too much hair, because they've been pulling it out at this point, mate. That's 3 sets that they haven't gotten, off their own line, and they're gifting the Cobras opportunity after opportunity, and sooner or later it's going to pay dividends.
Salia back on the inside. Great defensive read there from CQ. They had that one well covered as Denny comes back. Plays it. Salia this time will go away from her. Long bomb out. Oh, and then there's another one.
Let out of jail, and let's see if CQ can make the most of that reprieve, because if that ball was taken, we would have been seeing the Cobras skip out to a 4-2 lead.
Well, there's no one within Kui here for the CQ Bulls. They just watch it go over the top of the head. It was a tough one to take from Chloe Vera. Just dipped away in her last minute.
And this is a better set now for the CQ Bulls as they come up for a middle strike dump.
They come back to Stone.
There's a forward pass there, I'm thinking.
Come back to the middle of the field.
Oh, late pass, yep.
Brisbane quick tap and go. Denny. She's been busy over the last couple of sets here for the Cobras. Replacement players will flow on around the back. Richardson. Nice clean play the ball. They're running in nicely, taking it right to the line. Murphy. She plays it. They pick up and go. Oh, beautiful ball off the hip. They just opened up again. It didn't really look like there was much going on in terms of set structure coming into it. Just pick up and go. Put some questions to the defence and they slipped through. Yeah,
and it was number 9, Cameron Bray. She's featured prominently for them in earlier games, and I've been waiting for her to pull the trigger today, and she finally did at a very opportune time, and she puts Millicent Watson in for a try, and a 4-2 lead now to the Cobras, the most significant lead we've had in the game so far, Scott.
A minute and a half on the clock as well before we get to the halftime break. And Bulls, they'll be desperate to get another point on the board before half-time. Here they go. Out to the left. Nice slide defence there from the Cobras. They force them back. This is the final touch for them as well. Now they put the ball through the hands and just out in front and off the fingertips. And tough ball to take there for Kelso. They need a big defensive effort. Still 60 seconds on the clock. They want to keep the Brisbane Cobras down here. If they can have a good defensive set, they might be able to have one final crack with the footy in hand.
Yeah, definitely think they'll get another sneaky set if they can get up and put some pressure on the Cobras here.
And this is the area where they want to try and do it. They're keeping him towards the midfield. There you go. So they force him to push the pass. It wasn't the greatest of sets there, and Brisbane felt like they were under pressure to try and punch a little bit further downfield. Nice little ball down the sideline. Good recovery to make the touch from Denny. 30 seconds to go. They need to stay composed here, Central Queensland.
Yeah, they need to truck it down and get closer to that 7 if they possibly can, with a strike dump to come.
Here's Brook Hill. Brisbane containing them well so far. Nice ball out in front. Doesn't find a target.
Yeah, they'll probably wanted, a little bit more direct play to give themselves a strike in the shadows of half time. But yeah.
And there is the hooter that sounds in the background. Brisbane going to the halftime break up by 2 tries. They've definitely looked the better of the two teams, and it's reflected in the scoreboard, but there was positive signs there for Bulls, particularly how they fought their way back after a slow start.
Yeah, 100%. After a clunky start, as you said, Scotty, they've managed to settle down and play some good footy. And I think halftime's the best thing that could have happened for them. They'll recompose. Cobras will be looking to continue doing what they're doing, because if it isn't broke, don't fix it. So looking forward to this second half, Scotty.
Big second half needed here for the Central Queensland Bulls. They're currently down by 2 tries against the Brisbane Cobras. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the second half action here at the 16 girls semi-final. Make their way back out onto the field. Big second half needed here for both teams to see who can make their way through to the grand final, Cast. Yeah,
it should be an absorbing second half here. I think CQ would be a little bit disappointed with their first half efforts in terms of the back end. Their first 3 touches were fantastic, so let's see if they can pick that up and see if they can push this juggernaut that is the undefeated Brisbane Cobras a little bit further to see if they can cause the upset.
18 girls semi-final to follow this match. The Queensland Secondary Schools taking on New South Wales Triple C. Looking forward to our 18 girls semi-final coming up. Bulls now, nice little set play from the restart. Oh, good contact.
Wow.
They almost squeezed it through. You definitely had a little plan in place there straight from the tap-off with a shot. And you want to show your attention coming straight out of the halftime box.
Yeah, definitely. And, not a bad effort there from the Bulls, but the Cobras' defence was up to the task.
And they're up to the task now as they roll down the sideline. There's Walker. Gets him over the halfway line. Nice rolls through the middle. Good combination here between Richardson and Blade. Richardson just throwing a ball out in front.
Yeah, a couple of All Hallows girls play a lot of school touch together, those two, and have for a very long time. So nice to see them connecting up.
Here we go. Positive play from the Bulls down the left-hand side of the field on the first touch. Gets them on the front foot. They're continuing to follow suit. Back in towards the middle of the field now. As Barnes plays it, 5th and final touch. Looping ball, can't get its way over to Ellie Goodwin. He bagged the 2 tries for the Bulls in the first half. Let's see if Brisbane put it through the hands. That's pretty familiar.
They've gone 3 passes and now 4, and that won't please the Central Coast coaching box at all, because being able to stop Brisbane's momentum is a massive part of trying to get back in this game. And they're coming on here with Audrey with a lot of back end flow there, and nice set, but equally up to the task defensively, CQ there. But their life would be made a lot easier if they could exert a little bit more midfield pressure there, Scotty.
Now the Bulls on their first touch come across. It's good contact here from Brisbane. They've been pretty physical in the touch. We see another Bulls player down on the deck. As Veach plays it, looping ball out to the left-hand side. The ball covered back, almost caught infield. Goodwin. She hasn't got a 3rd try to her name. Of course she has.
Here she is. Look out, Hayden. She's coming for you. Fantastic piece of work there. Molly Kelso featuring prominently there. She picked up out of half and eyes up and managed to throw that long ball right to left. And lovely little catch and pass here from the number 9, Wogan, who linked up with her winger, and Goodwin. Yeah, she's having a day out here, Scotty.
Oh, yeah. Just doesn't need much room to work with as well. Looked like she was covered. All of a sudden, that speed, like we saw in the first half, just kicking away from the defence, and they needed that, the Bulls. Gets them back into the game, 4-3. Here in the semi-final of the 16 girls. Brisbane will be looking to hit back. Watson was busy in the first half here for the Cobras. Has a look at the line, decides to take them on herself. Good defence, Molly Kelso.
Yeah. Molly Kelso all over that one there. She needed to make that touch, and fifth touch coming here now. Really important that the Bulls get up and repel the Cobras as they do, and here's the transition. Let's see if they can be a little bit smoother.
I've been matching Brisbane's transition as I say that.
Commentator's curse, we've done it again.
Here we go.
Can I blame you this time?
Yeah, I'll definitely take that one. I'm going to put my hand up for that one.
Thank you, mate.
I was just going to say at the same time, they've been happy to throw the footy like Brisbane have been as well, and they got a bit of value out of it, but it's risk and reward. Doesn't come up for them on that occasion. Brisbane back in field. Watson having a bit of a look up, communicating. Good touch. Kelso again, strong in defence on the line. Yeah,
she's been a power of strength for this CQ team, and they really need to get out past the 8 metres, and because the Cobras have been so good on the 7 metres during this tournament, and I think she was claiming a no touch.
It was a good recovery.
Yeah, I'm with the link. I'm with the CQ link, and yes,
I think the sideline referee has seen it.
Absolutely.
So it's great officiating from the referees.
Yeah, that's great. Mason Carroll, good call on his behalf, and he's a very, very experienced referee, and really helped out in that situation. And great that the referees are prepared, to communicate and make sure that they get the right call for everyone. And we've had a really high level of refereeing at this tournament, haven't we, Scotty?
The Bulls, they couldn't capitalise. They give the possession back here to Brisbane on their own 10-metre line. And we saw that during stages in the first half where CQ just got themselves into a little bit of a rut. It was back-to-back sets where they gave the football away, and Brisbane made them pay with points. Yeah, they've done a power of defensive work, and it's, the probability of numbers, isn't it, mate? After a while, you sort of, just can't keep turning up, touch after touch, and and do that amount of defence with it not taking a toll somewhere. So, going to have to be some really tough carries here from the Bulls to get themselves into some really, really good field position, and so it is. They managed to truck the ball upfield on 3. They need to get the momentum back. 4. McCowan, just shy of the halfway line. They roll over now. Sophie Barnes plays it, last touch, nice ball. They've come infield here, again. Out in front, Goodwin. Who else? She's going to stretch away. No, they'll say forward. What a shame. But that link hole, they are dining out in that area, and that is an area that the Cobras will need to address fairly quickly, because every time the Bulls go to that vacant link area, there is some space there. So there's some issues with the spacings of the Cobras' defence. So they'll be working on that overtime over there in the Cobras' box to, before it becomes, a bit more than a bit issue for them. Yeah, and it was just that final pass, and you could see on the replay another good call from the referees. Goodwin having a little look at the ref, saying, "Ref, you're taking another one from me. I was about to get 4." Still got a hat-trick in this game. Now Brisbane down the sideline off the fingertips of Vera. Well, such an entertaining contest here, Scotty. The girls are prepared to throw the ball around, and as we said, it's such a good age group to watch, because they'll still play that eyes-up footy, and fantastic to see, that accented by both coaching boxes. Brisbane getting up in defence here on the first 3 touches. The Bulls having to do the hard work. And play out the back. Veach puts it through the hands, receives it back. Someone's going to have to take it forward. It's Tara Veach back on the inside. And pick up early ball. Kelso takes it hard to the line. And at least try to punch as far downfield as possible. Yeah, we're in a bit of a stalemate here, aren't we? Both teams are just trying to get the ascendancy through that midfield, and some passes being pushed, and people needing to keep their heads on and being very patient here, because we're at a pretty critical juncture now in the game. So if you're in both coaching boxes, you're really wanting some set completions, and you're wanting everybody to just do their job and play their role, and get the ball down the other end of the field, so that you can set up and give yourself a chance. Here is Vella, just shy of the 7-metre line. Back to Kelso, solid contact again, another penalty. Kelso might have been looking for a bit of phase play there within the 7-metre zone. Yeah, definitely, and a bit of a physical touch there, and interesting to see what the Bulls do with this repeat set. Kayla Vella pops out, has a look up, nice early ball and release. Good job to hold on to the ball, Josie Wogan. We'll come back out to the 7-metre line. Still touches to come here for the Bulls. There's Wogan through the hands. Oh, just a pressure pass.
Yeah, the pass that didn't have to be thrown, but this is what we're talking about. It's about the composure, and finals day, there's a little bit of added pressure. So being able to, settle yourself down and make sure that you come up with the right decisions, it's not easy, and the direction that you get from your coaches, is massively important. So, just having the girls settle down and listen and get through their sets is massively important. And Charlotte Richardson takes the ball forward nicely for the Cobras, and a strike dump touch here.
And they needed that because it was the Cobras that were under pressure on,
Yep.
on that previous set, really struggling to get going forward. So the Bulls, like you said, just need to keep cool heads here at the moment. They're winning the territory battle in terms of field position, penalty.
Yeah, there's a little bit of physicality there, but feeling like the 7 metres is getting a little bit skinny, so I think the referees will concentrate on just opening it up a little bit so that those physical confrontations don't become an issue.
Good opportunity here for the Bulls. Down by 1, still a heap of time left on the clock. Over 10 minutes to go. Both teams just need to stay cool and composed, like we said, and opportunities will open themselves back up. Here's Malone.
Yeah, she is very, very creative, Malone. She's good on her feet and good with her hands, so just keep your eye on her.
There's a little dink in at the line. I think they found another forward pass. Both teams just a little bit sloppy ball in hand. Another forward pass signal from the referees. Just need to get their timing right. Just take a little step back. Nice sort of show and go. Picks up metres, but the half, again, having to get on the skates to get over there. Another little flat one. Rayfield, she might be the player to steady the Brisbane Cobras team here. Nice ball, punching through a beautiful hole. Maria Walker, last touch. Ooh, loose ball back on the inside, and wisely didn't want anything to do that. Bunkered down for cover. There's Zoe Stone.
Absolutely. Put the helmet on and duck for cover for sure.
Now CQ chancing their hand and just need to play smart footy.
Down the side. Yep.
Now Goodwin gets it down now. They can flow off the back of this.
Yeah, this is an impressive. This has been one of their better sets, and they need to keep releasing this footy.
Nice work. They've done themselves a good job to get out of trouble. Brisbane again putting pressure on her, coming up out of the line. Brooke Hill plays it. 5th and final touch. Barnes from half. They got numbers, just couldn't get the ball away.
But that's a better set of 6 from the CQ Bulls. That'll give them a bit of confidence, and now they have to back end that with some really, really good midfield D here to give themselves, a chance to arrest the ascendancy here from the Cobras.
Again, it's a little bit clunky around their 10-metre line. And they've recovered nicely now. 5th and final touch. And good defence. Goodwin.
Who else?
MVP in this game, I think, for the Bulls. All 3 tries, and she's come up with some big defensive plays. Down the sideline they come. Nice little show and go from Vella.
Yeah, she's been prominent, hasn't she, Scotty? She's been wholehearted. She's bobbed up whenever they've needed her in attack, and she's made some really strong plays in defence as well.
Veach plays it. Kelso throws the dummy. They come back.
Ooh.
They're trying to call for a repeat set. Looks like it might have come off hands there at Brisbane.
Yeah, we'll run with the referees, hey Scotty, this time. Usually you and I, if that was Redlands on a Tuesday night, we'd be blowing up.
Oh, big time. Big time. I need to touch it, sir. Why would I want to touch it on the 5th and final touch? Give him another full set of 6 and defend more, please. Brisbane.
Oh, great touch.
Away. Good touch there. Sandlands stretching out. Might have even been Tara
She's tall,
Veach.
isn't she?
Very tall. Rayfield now skipping away. Nice work. Heard the alarm bells calling there, the Bulls. What a battle this is turning into.
It is. It's a war of attrition. You can feel it from up here, can't you, Scotty? It's really important that, again, they, buckle down and they work really hard to get the ball to the box, and the Cobras stay in front and try and repel, this midfield drive that, the CQ Bulls are trying to establish.
Nice metres down the sideline from Jenkins. They're stacking out towards the middle of the field. As they played on the 5th and final touch. This time they'll get one. Rayfield still tried. No, didn't. Not me.
Yeah, I think those things are called hands, and I'm pretty sure that's 6 to go.
So pressure here for the Cobras. The Bulls probably had the better of the attacking opportunities here.
Little sweeper quarterback play there, and that's straight out of the Damon Moore textbook there. So yeah, you can see the influence of the great ball player on this CQ Bulls team.
Vella out in front. To go down the short side, they look like they were well covered defensively there. Brisbane sliding across. Again, the Bulls just need to keep a cool head. They still had touches up their sleeve. Oh, now Brisbane talking about trying to keep a cool head.
The mock. He's back.
He's back. Good for it today. Oh, now Bulls. It almost looked like there was a replacement player still making their way onto the field for Brisbane. They were out of sync, out of whack, and you could understand why the Bulls wanted to go.
Absolutely, you can see what the girls were trying to do there. But yeah, luck's of fortune here for the Cobras as they make their way up the field now.
Nice running across the field. And get it down on the deck. Cameron Bray. Back in field, Salio picks it up, has a look, just didn't get it out of the hands cleanly.
This game, is there for the taking for either team, and it wouldn't be lost on either of the coaching boxes about what needs to happen, next. And it'll just be trying to get the girls to be calm and to settle down and just play some really tough minutes here. And then whoever can do that the best will obviously come out on top. But this is better from the CQ Bulls. They're trucking their way through that middle corridor, and we'll see what happens on this strike dump touch.
Oh, nice footwork and another repeat set. We're under 5 minutes to go. Here in this semi-final again, the pressure continues. The Bulls, they're throwing the kitchen sink here at the Cobras. They're looking for points. They're trying to lock up the scores. And they come back. Brooke Hill.
And that's a better first play, just working towards a sequence. A couple of little quickie plays, sweeper diving at the line. Just nice and easy stuff to begin with. And you might jag one. So only on the third touch now, so this is a more controlled, and thoughtful attack here from the CQ Bulls.
Kayla Vella having a run at the line. And trying to skip away. Another penalty. Brisbane not moving forward off their line. And this is relentless here from the Bulls, but they haven't been able to crack the Cobras' defence as of yet.
And they're just willing the Cobras' defence to come out and meet them on the 7.
Now, just didn't come out. There was the play.
Yeah, it's the quarterback that they were trying to run, and the play, the ball just happened well inside the 7, which allowed the Cobras to compose themselves, and then the pass was rushed, and I think they'd like to have that one over again, but full marks to the Cobras' defence for being able to repel that attacking foray. But unfortunately, they've dropped the ball, and this is going to be a really, really difficult situation for the Cobras to withstand this relentless attacking foray here from the Central Queensland Bulls.
Hanson back inside to Goodwin. There's McCrone. Sends it back in field. Malone. And Kelso working for the Bulls.
And she's been fantastic for the Bulls, Molly Kelso. She's been setting things up for her team and really steadying the ship where it needed to. So she's a real calm head to be having out here in this situation.
Might have been a no-touch made in there. There was intent to come up and make the touch.
Yep.
As Malone has a look at the line.
Oh, Mason had a very, very close look at that one, but really, really great defence there from the Cobras.
Just over 2.5 now to go on the clock. The Bulls still down by 1. They're trying to lock up the scoring to send it into Bristol, paying extra time. Can they do it? Brisbane, they're forcing them back. Someone needs to go forward and get a nice clean play the ball. It's Kelso that does it. They sweep around. They find Kelso. She looks for Faze. Gets the ball down on the deck. Goodwin takes him on. A great recovery in defence.
What a touch.
Chloe Vera gets it done.
She's been equally impressive for the Cobras this whole tournament and comes up with the clutch defensive play when it was needed.
Oh, the Cobras again. They have turned it over. 2 minutes on the clock now. Kelso takes them on. Goodwin!
Oh, my goodness. We're seeing it all here today, folks. To the viewers at home watching on KO Sports, they would be absolutely loving this because we are here live, and it's still hard to pick a winner here, isn't it, Scotty? Either team are just, they're just trying to complete a set at the moment, and it can be so difficult in these clutch situations just to keep your head on, and really, really important here for the Cobras now as they advance down the field, and that's a really nice little tap on going for a middle dump and drive here.
Last play, and they finish it off, and while they didn't get too far downfield, they completed a full set of 6. They haven't been able to do that for the last little while, Brisbane. Again, though, the Bulls, good hands.
Nothing wrong with that.
Gets it up forward. 1 minute, just over a minute to go. Nice run and metres from Jenkins.
Yeah, and that's good from Jenkins. That's good go forward. That's exactly what CQ are looking for.
Brookhill plays it. They pick up and go. Taking them on. Takes it right to the line. Referees say touch.
Oh, that was touch and go for sure.
5th and final touch. 35 seconds on the clock. Is this it for the Bulls? They send it out. Cobras come up and make the touch. They've got to hold on to the football here, Brisbane. 30 seconds left on the clock. Can the Bulls create a miracle? Oh, Brisbane are going to get a penalty.
Bit of a brain snap there.
Salio, quick tap down the sideline. It's a penalty here to the Bulls. Nasalia, too much contact as she was playing the ball. 10 seconds,
and
9
he's penalised
seconds.
again, and that's great refereeing from Mason. Yep, he's stopping the game.
4 substitution as well. They've got a player number advantage here, the Bulls. Hooter sounds in the background. The referees will pull it up. Dramatic scenes right at the death. The Central Queensland Bulls had one last-ditch effort to try and get themselves into the grand final, to level the scores up and send it into Bristol Paint extra time. But the Cobras, they hold on. Yeah,
what a dramatic finish, as you've alluded to there, Scotty. 2 great teams throwing the kitchen sink at each other, and it's the desperation of finals day, isn't it, Scotty? And what a fantastic match that we've seen here, and hopefully more to come.
Well, 2 absolute quality games to kickstart the broadcast here on finals day at the DoorDash National Youth Championships. 18 girls semi-final to come up.